Welcome back, I'm MJ Haggis. This is my Let's Play of Snowrunner. Right, I've jumped back into the Derry special, attached it to the trailer, so I am back up at that point in the map, which I'm going to show you right now. So we're close to the warehouse, just a little bit further north. So we're going to pop down to this warehouse, pick up the service spare parts and the wooden planks, then head up all the way to the watchtower, where I've left the GMC because I didn't quite click at the beginning or at the end of the last episode when I dropped off the last lot of short logs. Is there another run to do? We've got to do 2 of them. Yay for me, not. So I have got the Western White Star down at the quarry. I grabbed hold of the service trailer that was there and took it down into that service hub zone. It does restock. Excellent, so we can take that one now and park it wherever we're maybe working from should we incur any damage. So that's quite nice to know. I am feeling that I might need the Western Star to help with the short logs again, because the poor little GMC does want to tip over occasionally, as we found out, as does the White Western Star. High centre of gravity will never help a truck. But anyway, let's carry on with what we're doing with the Derry. This should be fairly straightforward because he's got nice big fat tires on it. And that's pretty much you up to speed, so let's wake him up and get driving. Oh yeah, straight to action. Finally get this trailer out of the way. This is a good trailer to have in this map, being the 6 slots, so we've got plenty of room. I still need to consider what I'm going to do about the 2 lots of fuel. I haven't picked a truck that we're going to use for that yet. I was kind of just going to hang on. I've got lots of choice. I'm not even going to have to consider that just yet. Got to get these service spare parts and wooden planks done. Right, let's try and get into slightly higher gear now. Lots of great comments, guys. I greatly appreciate every one of the comments. Hints, tips in abundance, so all spot on. A couple of comments in regards to the GMC, it looks like it was patched a while back. I remember seeing some sort of patch notes about them getting a little bit of a boost, and I think it was to do, as the comments have said, to do with getting all-wheel drive as an upgrade mod, but you had to go and get it. And it may also have had something to do with the level of your player at the time, because you get it on the very first map. I am going the right way. That's the warehouse right there. Where am I going? I need to get turned now. Yeah. Okay, I was heading towards the saw, the log storage place. Squeeze past that post. And we go. I'll jackknife it a wee bit more. Yeah, so that could be why I never really used the GMC early on. I just bypassed it because of its capabilities and certainly my low level at that time. We want medium planks, wooden planks. 2 of them. Server spare parts, yes, 3 of them. Have a quick look. All good. Right, time to go. Let's set some more waypoints because I'm prone to getting lost. We'll go right the way around there. Then we take a left at this one. And then we keep on going. It's quite the route. And then it's left there where I went right before, which didn't help things in the slightest. And then we're going up the hill. Okay, cool. Let's go. Go into automatic, see if we can get a little bit higher up the hill, speed-wise. Oh, it's struggling. So, going back to the comments, yes, keep them up, guys. Super awesome. Not only does it give me more knowledge, it's nice to interact with you guys, even if you're new to the channel, just say hi in the chat. It's nice to speak to you guys. It also, somehow, I don't understand it, but it helps the YouTube algorithm because there's interactions going on. So that's what the thumbs up and all that kind of stuff helps. So if you want to just say hello in the chat, do so. Don't be shy. This dairy, I do like the dairy now. I apologise in advance. No, not in advance. I apologise because it is a mod. It's just the vanilla dairy is hard going. No rear wheel steering, whereas this one does. This one's got, I think, this has got the standard power-wise of an engine, but there's options. You can even put weaker engines in if you want to give yourself a bigger challenge. But there's certainly more powerful engines as well. Back to where we picked up the trailer. If this goes well, I'm going to, at some point very soon, need to bring through a big trailer. Like I say, I've got things lined up, I just haven't got around to doing them. And one of the things I've got lined up is a truck and fuel trailer I need to bring through to this map to put tactically somewhere where I'm going to be passing it quite regularly. Fury had mentioned the centre of the map gets used quite a lot, so I might have to look to somewhere suitable somewhere in the middle of this Burn Forest map. Again, if you want to leave me a comment as to where you think a good place for a trailer would be, by all means, let me know your opinions. Do I need more service trucks? I know I've got the little fuel scout trailers dotted about, but is that enough fuel? Am I going to be doing a lot of traipsing about over here? I'm going to need quite a bit of fuel, because the fuel trailer that I have got lined up is massive. It's not going to be a concern once it's here. But then I could always use the small scout fuel trailers to come back to that one to top up and go back to where they came from, you know? A logistical chain. Try and get into a little bit faster speed. And another question for you guys who have been through this already. What's the contract, or how do I activate it? What's the sequence of events that gets me to use the Freightliner S114 SD, I guess, with the metal detector? I did see a comment. Oh, I need to be careful here. This is a nasty section, but we should go through here okay with the dairy. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, so what's the contract that I need to activate to reveal? I had a look and I couldn't find anything to do with the metal detector. So if you've got an answer for that, let me know below in the comments. Because I would like to get that Freightliner back. Either use it because it's close by, or get it back to the garage for, again, more suitable tyres, and then get it out and use it. So I don't want to just leave it lying there. So it's up there keeping the Dan company at the moment. I haven't moved to Dan from that location. It's the sun getting up nicely. Hopefully it's going to be yet again another fine day in Ontario. Does it actually ever rain here? Have we ever seen rain yet? I don't recall seeing any rain. That arrow, does it leads you up that way. That was sneaky. And then what we'll need to do is get this lot and the little GMC back down the hill. So I'm considering it would be just as well using the tow winch and just pulling them behind. It's possibly something I'll do in my own time. This is fairly straightforward. And having this guy here to pull them shouldn't be a problem. Even if the GMC does happen to fall over, then the Derry's more than capable of getting him back on his wheels. We're almost there. And again, I've had another flashback to a comment from Furia. So thank you, Furia. It's using the photo mode to look about. So I might just try that up here. Go on, up we go. Let's park next to this guy. Nice. Right, let's get rid of this lot. So, one short logs and the fuel. And that's us. Close that. Nice. Let's put the engine off. Gonna have a good view from up here. So, I'm going to probably have to do a wee edit because obviously I have to go into the main options screen, but I can do that. But let's go into photo mode and have a look about. Okay, we're in photo mode. Let's have a wee look about. Can we go up? Oh, that's down. Let's try the other up. And I think we can go in there. Is there anything in? Oh no, oh yeah, oh we're in. Oh, it's an empty building. Somebody's broken the windows, how rude. Okay, let's back it out of there. Let's go up a little higher. There's limits to its distance. But it does give you a nice perspective of the map. There's the other one. Oh no, that's a water tower, or a water boom maybe in the distance. You see it there? Sweet, and our trucks. Okay, that was cool. Good reminder, Furia, thank you. You might have to use that a little bit more often. And you can move in and out. Right, back to the trucks. Now that we're back and we've got some work to do, I'm wondering whether we should try for the second lot of short logs or just move on to the next little bit. The fuel gives us another chance to get another truck through here. And that's what I'm tempted to do. Nice to get something else and we can bring the fuel en route. Right guys, look what I've got. This is one we haven't been out in for a wee while. This is the Step 310E. So I've configured it. Luckily, he does have the 2-slot bed and the crane. Very handy. Standard off-road, no mud tyres here. Again, it's the off-roaders. So what I'll do is it's not going to be very exciting. So I'm going to drive him down to the fuel station. In fact, it's not far. Let's just do it together. Well, what I'll do is I'll do a jump cut to save a little bit of time, and I'll take this guy through into the burned forest. Save a little bit of time, and then we'll do that next part of the journey together. And the off-road tyres are, oh, okay, now they're a wee bit slippy when you get your foot to the floor. And he's going, oh, here we go, a little bit of a drift. When it's got full speed ahead in 4th gear, it's actually a pretty quick gearbox, especially when you're not pulling a trailer. I'm quite comfortable with that. Doesn't need to be much faster. Don't hit the sign. So we can pick the fuel up right here. Like so. Boom, boom. Okay, I'm going to make my way through to Burn Forest, so I'll see you through there. Okay, through in Burn Forest, engine on, and I'll show you the route I have set. Oh, that's not the route I'm setting. This is the route I've set. So instead of going past the quarry like I have done in the past, we're going to cut through the farm area and up and around. It's kind of direct-ish, given the roads we've got. So that's where we're going. Let's go. Stepped in absolutely no problem, as you'd expect on asphalt roads. No scary moments or anything. Okay. Need to be careful, don't want any tippy overs. Again, this is a vanilla truck, so no autonomous winch in these guys. Let's just lower it down to high ratio. Way more what's the word, cautious or aware of big boulders on the roads now, especially using these little vanilla trucks. Like this little area here, if they've got a soft bit of ground and a big boulder, as soon as that front wheel comes off the ground, I'm like, no, stop accelerating, that's enough. This kind of stuff's fairly straightforward. There doesn't seem to be as many of those tracks, these kind of roads right here, where you've got soft patches on one side of the road that sinks in so far that it just kind of forces your truck to fall over. Let's go around that, I think. Oh, okay, I saw a big boulder there, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, that's not too bad. This, thinking just go through the middle. A slower but sensible choice. And we can cut this corner. Been a wee while since the old step's got some miles under its belt. I kind of forgot how good this guy is, as long as you don't give him too much work. Really good, fun challenge. Kind of glad I kept him in the garage. Go around that mud. This should be the drop down into the flatlands of the farm area. Oh, that's not so good. Let's take this slowly. Okay, good. So, looking for comments again, guys. What do you make of the road map that I put a wee picture up in the last episode? Cameras, or is it action cameras or something? What do you make of that? Do you think it's going to be like a film set? Or a location that's going to be used as a film set and you've got to bring in all the filming equipment, or maybe set up a scene? I don't know. I'm just purely guessing. I have no knowledge. But it certainly makes you think, what's their next kind of theme? Any guesses, please do put it in the comments below. And on that kind of theme, what kind of thing would you like them to do? What kind of theme or location you want? I've heard them talking about doing like a desert area. I don't know if that would be like Africa or Nevada or something, I don't know. That could be interesting. I'm focusing so hard on not tipping over through this mud. Evening's drawing in slowly. There's the sun up there. This guy just plods along very comfortably in high ratio. Super awesome. We'll even get into automatic, but a little bit faster. This will be my downfall. See, that bit there looks dodgy as. And brake on. That is just asking for you to end up in there on your side. Well, let's just cut onto the grass. And up we go. See, I kind of liked when the very first Mud Runner came out. I think it was even one of the first maps. And there was a big mountain on it. It was not a particularly big map, but you had to... Oh, I have to think about this carefully. Nice and easy. Let's slow it right down. Just in case I need to catch it, in case it starts to go. Yeah, the first map, there was a mountain, and you used to have to go up with there was a tractor with a trailer, so using the low saddle, and it was switchbacks. And you had to like drive carefully round the corners so that the trailer didn't slip off the road. So it was a small map, but it was a technical map, and I really enjoyed that. So you didn't feel like you were driving miles upon miles, but it was quite easy. But it was the achievement of the shorter distance, but the technicality of it all. I really enjoyed that. I would like them to do a small technical map, not particularly filled with mud that was slow. Not that, that's just slow and boring. More of technical driving. Be careful here. Definitely getting dark in it. Now let's finish on a lunchtime brightness, so let's quickly back into the map. There we go. Ah, beautiful. I still need to do a drive through the burned forest, but it is dark, so I'll do that with you as well one day, if I remember, if we can get a section in there again. You can see all the glowing embers of the wood. Be careful here. I just see the darkened mud and I think, yeah, gonna tip over. we go. I'm gonna have so many trucks up at this watchtower. I'm gonna need to create a bigger space, a bigger car park. This guy's done really good on fuel. Obviously not pulling a big trailer helps, but only a 220 litre tank and I'm down to 94 and I've travelled pretty far. Last little section. That's the last waypoint done. Nice and easy up here. There we go. I have to fight my way in here. I can just squeeze in behind the GMC. That'll do. Coming through. Wee nudge. Right, bye fuel. Don't know what they need the fuel for, especially that amount of fuel. That's it. That'll keep their little kerosene burners going. It looks like it's got a chimney in there actually, so they've got a wee log fire into a wood around here anyway. Right, guys, I'm just going to put the engine off. Save that little bit of fuel. Hope you enjoyed this one. Plenty of things discussed there. Thank you again for all your comments. They've been hugely appreciative and enlightening. And I hope you come back and give me some more comments and join me in the next one where we do, again, the short logs in... Oh, I can't even get the camera on them. But we're going to take the GMC back down the hill and go and get them. Probably going to end up in a crash, but hey ho. You'll see me again soon. Bye for now.